Bianca Censori's presence at the Grammys this year was nothing short of a cultural moment. Dressed in an ensemble that seemed to defy convention, she walked the red carpet with Kanye West by her side, drawing immediate attention from both fans and critics alike. The outfit, a bold mix of avant-garde fashion and personal expression, sparked debates across social media platforms, fashion forums, and entertainment news outlets. Some praised her daring choices as a breath of fresh air in an industry often dominated by predictable glamour, while others questioned whether her look was more about making headlines than showcasing genuine style. For Bianca, however, this wasn't just another high-profile event. It was an opportunity to communicate something deeper about her identity, her relationship with Kanye, and her evolving role in the public eye. The Grammys have long been a stage where celebrities use fashion as a form of storytelling, and Bianca's appearance was no exception. Her thoughts on dressing for such a monumental occasion were layered with meaning. She didn't simply pick out a gown or suit off the rack. Instead, every detail, from the silhouette to the fabric to the accessories, was carefully curated to reflect her inner world. In interviews leading up to the event, Bianca hinted at the emotional weight behind her decision-making process. Dressing for the Grammys isn't just about looking good, she explained. It's about feeling aligned with who you are and what you want to say to the world. This philosophy became evident in the way she carried herself throughout the evening, poised yet unapologetically authentic. What made Bianca's approach particularly intriguing was how she balanced her individuality with the undeniable influence of Kanye West. As one of the most polarizing figures in modern pop culture, Kanye has always had strong opinions about fashion, often pushing boundaries and challenging norms. His impact on Bianca's wardrobe choices is undeniable, but rather than allowing herself to be overshadowed, she used his input as a springboard for self-expression. Their collaboration resulted in a look that felt uniquely hers, while still nodding to Kanye's aesthetic sensibilities. It was a delicate dance between partnership and autonomy, and Bianca executed it flawlessly. As cameras flashed and reporters clamored for sound bites, Bianca revealed glimpses of her thought process during pre-Grammy preparations. She spoke candidly about the pressure of stepping into the spotlight alongside someone as iconic as Kanye, admitting that there were moments when self-doubt crept in. "There's always a voice in your head telling you that you're not enough," she confessed. "But I realized that if I let fear dictate my choices, I'd be doing myself a disservice. So, I decided to embrace the chaos and trust my instincts." This mindset resonated deeply with those who admire her willingness to take risks and stay true to herself, even under intense scrutiny. Her reflections also touched on the intersection of art and identity, themes that are central to both her personal journey and her professional endeavors. For Bianca, fashion is more than just clothing. It's a medium through which she explores questions of belonging, creativity, and empowerment. At the Grammys, she viewed her outfit as a canvas, using it to paint a picture of resilience and reinvention. The bold colors, unconventional cuts, and unexpected textures all served as metaphors for her life experiences, vibrant, complex, and ever-evolving. By wearing her story on her sleeve, literally and figuratively, she invited viewers to see beyond the surface and connect with the person beneath the spectacle. The reactions to Bianca's Grammys look were as varied as the interpretations of her intentions. Fashion critics dissected every element of her ensemble, praising its originality while debating its practicality. Social media users flooded platforms like Twitter and Instagram with memes, hot takes, and heartfelt messages of support. Some lauded her courage to break free from traditional expectations, hailing her as a trailblazer for future generations of women in the entertainment industry. Others dismissed her efforts as overly theatrical, accusing her of prioritizing shock value over substance. Yet, amidst the cacophony of opinions, one thing remained clear. Bianca Censori had succeeded in sparking a conversation, one that extended far beyond the confines of a single awards show. For Bianca, the Grammys marked not only a milestone in her career, but also a turning point in her relationship with fame. Having spent much of her life outside the limelight, she now finds herself navigating the complexities of being thrust into the global spotlight. Her partnership with Kanye has undoubtedly played a significant role in this transition, offering both opportunities and challenges. On one hand, Their union has opened doors to new creative collaborations and elevated her profile within the entertainment world. On the other hand, it has subjected her to relentless public scrutiny, with every move she makes analyzed and dissected by strangers. Despite these pressures, Bianca remains steadfast in her commitment to authenticity, viewing her newfound visibility as a platform to inspire others. In many ways, Bianca's Grammys appearance symbolized her broader journey towards self-discovery and empowerment. It was a testament to her ability to transform external expectations into internal strength, using them as fuel for growth rather than sources of anxiety. As she reflected on the experience afterward, she expressed gratitude for the lessons it taught her about resilience, vulnerability, and the power of owning one's narrative. "I went into this night knowing that not everyone would understand my choices," she said, "but I also knew that I couldn't live my life trying to please everyone. Sometimes, you have to take a leap of faith and trust that the right people will see you for who you truly are." Looking ahead, Bianca hopes to continue using fashion as a tool for connection and transformation. Whether she's attending high-profile events or simply going about her daily life, she approaches each day with the same intentionality and curiosity that defined her Grammys debut. Her goal is not to conform to anyone else's standards, but to create a legacy rooted in authenticity and innovation. And while the road ahead may be uncertain, one thing is for sure: Bianca Censori is determined to leave her mark on the world, one bold choice at a time. The interplay between personal identity and public perception is a theme that runs deep in Bianca Censori's story, especially when it comes to her relationship with Kanye West. From the moment they stepped onto the Grammys red carpet together, their dynamic became a focal point of discussion. Many wondered how much of Bianca's stylistic choices were influenced by Kanye's well-documented obsession with fashion, and whether she was merely adopting his vision or forging her own path. What emerged, however, was a nuanced portrait of a partnership built on mutual respect and creative synergy. While Kanye's fingerprints were undoubtedly present in the conceptualization of her Grammys look, Bianca's voice was equally, if not more, prominent in shaping the final result. Kanye's influence on Bianca's fashion sensibilities cannot be overstated. Known for his boundary-pushing designs and avant-garde aesthetics, he has long championed the idea that clothing should be a form of artistic expression. This philosophy clearly resonates with Bianca, who shares his belief in the transformative power of fashion. Yet, rather than allowing herself to become a passive recipient of his ideas, she actively engaged in the creative process, ensuring that her personality shone through. During interviews, she spoke about the collaborative nature of their preparation, describing late-night brainstorming sessions where they exchanged sketches, fabrics, and inspirations. "It wasn't about him dictating what I should wear," she clarified. "It was about us bouncing ideas off each other and finding a middle ground that felt authentic to both of us." This collaborative spirit extended beyond just the design phase. Bianca revealed that Kanye encouraged her to take ownership of her image, urging her to think critically about what she wanted to convey through her outfit. He challenged her to dig deeper, asking probing questions that forced her to confront her insecurities and articulate her aspirations. "He pushed me to be fearless," she admitted. "Not in a reckless way, but in a way that reminded me to honor my truth, even if it meant stepping outside my comfort zone." This mentorship dynamic highlighted a lesser-seen side of Kanye, one that prioritizes nurturing talent and fostering confidence over imposing control. At the same time, Bianca's independence within their partnership was unmistakable. While she embraced Kanye's guidance, she never lost sight of her own vision. Her Grammys ensemble bore traces of his signature boldness, but it also incorporated elements that were distinctly hers. Subtle nods to her heritage, unexpected color combinations, and intricate details that told her unique story. These personal touches underscored her determination to carve out her own space in an industry often quick to pigeonhole individuals based on their associations. "I didn't want people to look at me and see just an extension of Kanye," she emphasized. "I wanted them to see me. Flaws, strengths, and everything in between." Their relationship also brought to light the broader dynamics of power and influence in celebrity partnerships. Critics have often scrutinized high-profile couples, questioning whether one partner's success overshadows the other's. In Bianca and Kanye's case, these concerns were amplified by Kanye's larger-than-life persona and his history of dominating headlines. However, Bianca approached their partnership with a refreshing sense of agency, refusing to let external narratives define her. Instead, she leveraged their shared platform to amplify her own voice, proving that collaboration doesn't have to come at the expense of individuality. The Grammys served as a microcosm of this balance. Standing beside Kanye, Bianca exuded a quiet confidence that commanded attention without relying on his star power. Her poise and self-assuredness suggested that she was not merely riding his coattails, but actively contributing to their shared journey. This dynamic was particularly evident during candid moments captured by photographers, where their body language conveyed a sense of equality and mutual admiration. They weren't just posing for the cameras, they were celebrating each other's achievements and supporting one another's ambitions. Bianca's reflections on her relationship with Kanye offered further insight into their bond. She described him as both a muse and a mirror, someone who inspires her to dream bigger while holding up a reflection of her potential. "He sees things in me that I sometimes struggle to see in myself," she shared, "and that's incredibly empowering." At the same time, she acknowledged the challenges of being in a relationship with someone as polarizing as Kanye. The constant media attention and public judgment can be exhausting, but she views these obstacles as opportunities to grow stronger together. "We've learned to lean on each other during tough times," she said. "That's what real partnership is about, supporting each other through the highs and lows." Ultimately, Bianca's Grammys experience illuminated the multifaceted nature of her relationship with Kanye. It was a testament to their ability to navigate the complexities of love, creativity, and ambition without losing sight of their individual identities. By embracing collaboration while maintaining her autonomy, Bianca demonstrated that it's possible to thrive in a partnership without sacrificing one's sense of self. This delicate equilibrium not only enriched her Grammys debut, but also set the stage for her continued evolution as a public figure. Fashion, for Bianca Censori, transcends its conventional role as mere attire. It becomes a profound vehicle for storytelling, self-expression, and empowerment. Her approach to dressing is deeply intertwined with her personal philosophy, which views clothing as an extension of one's inner world. At the Grammys, this perspective came alive in vivid detail, as every stitch, seam, and accessory carried symbolic weight. Bianca's outfit was not chosen arbitrarily. It was meticulously crafted to communicate layers of meaning about her identity, values, and aspirations. In doing so, she transformed the red carpet into a stage for introspection and revelation, inviting observers to engage with her on a deeper level. One of the most striking aspects of Bianca's Grammys ensemble was its deliberate defiance of traditional beauty standards. Rather than adhering to the sleek, polished looks typically favored at such events, she opted for a design that embraced imperfection and unpredictability. The asymmetrical hemline, mismatched patterns, and unconventional silhouettes challenged the notion that elegance must conform to rigid definitions. For Bianca, this was a conscious act of rebellion against societal expectations, a way of asserting that true beauty lies in authenticity rather than conformity. "I wanted my outfit to reflect the complexity of being human," she explained. "Life isn't perfect, and neither am I. Why should my clothes pretend otherwise?" This philosophy extends beyond aesthetics to encompass the emotional resonance of her choices. Each element of her ensemble held personal significance, serving as a visual diary of her experiences and emotions. The bold colors, for instance, represented her resilience and optimism, qualities she has cultivated throughout her journey in the public eye. Meanwhile, the textured fabrics evoked a sense of tactility, grounding her in the present moment and reminding her of the importance of staying connected to her roots. Even the accessories, often overlooked in favor of the main garment, were imbued with meaning. A statement necklace, for example, symbolized the weight of responsibility she feels as a role model, while a pair of vintage earrings paid homage to her family's history. Together, these components created a tapestry of memories and aspirations, woven seamlessly into her overall look. Bianca's use of fashion as a storytelling device also reflects her understanding of its cultural significance. In an era where social media amplifies every sartorial choice, clothing has become a powerful tool for shaping narratives and influencing perceptions. Bianca recognizes this dynamic and uses it to her advantage, crafting outfits that spark dialogue and challenge norms. At the Grammys, her ensemble prompted discussions about gender fluidity, artistic freedom, and the evolving definition of glamour. By pushing boundaries and defying categorization, she encouraged viewers to reconsider their preconceived notions about what constitutes appropriate or acceptable attire. In this way, her fashion choices serve not only as personal statements, but also as catalysts for broader societal change. The intersection of art and identity is another cornerstone of Bianca's philosophy. For her, fashion is not merely functional or decorative. It is an art form capable of conveying profound truths about the human condition. This perspective aligns closely with her background in creative fields, where she has consistently sought to blur the lines between disciplines. At the Grammys, her outfit embodied this interdisciplinary approach, blending elements of sculpture, painting, and performance art into a cohesive whole. The voluminous sleeves of her dress, for instance, resembled brushstrokes frozen in time, while the metallic accents recalled the reflective surfaces of contemporary installations. These artistic references underscored her belief that fashion should be celebrated as a legitimate form of creative expression, deserving of the same reverence as any other medium. Empowerment is perhaps the most crucial theme woven into Bianca's fashion philosophy. Through her choices, she seeks to inspire others, particularly